essentially my issue was that as a county which has many ethnic communities, that they ought to have been inclusivity. This is not my wording, but it's according to the Constitution. Article 10, Article 73, Article 232, as read with Section 35 of the County Government Act. It says that when the governor is appointing the CECs, he or she should try as much as possible to ensure that there is cultural and ethnic diversity of all the communities in the county. The court gave this judgment in which it essentially quashed the list of the 10 CEC nominees of the county government of Nakuru. So in addition, it also ordered that the same process should be repeated afresh, so that they follow the normal county government act, all how the laws envisages the appointment of CECs. Essentially what I was trying to put across is that as a society we need to have what we call inclusivity, where everybody feels part of this society. Nakuru County is for all of us. There's no single person who can say Nakuru County is for myself alone. Nakuru County envisages all of us, and we love our county, we love our government, we love everything, but at the same time we must have inclusivity, because my main aim is to ensure what we call a better society for all of us, so that we have all inclusive people, including youths, people with disabilities, different ethnic groups, and among others. So I think I'm happy that the rule of law has always won. It's not me who have won, it's just the rule of law and the constitutionalism which has won, to ensure that as a society we have what we call a better, equal and inclusive society. Essentially for the governor, what it means, he has to start the process afresh, which essentially means he has to advertise the normal advertisement, the normal selections, then he also have to release the 10 nominees, which also goes to the county assembly. The county assembly vets. If they agree, then they get to be nominated. Essentially what it means, the course is that a fresh process needs to start again. Fresh is an English name, which means you have to start again, but in fresh. This is not the first case I filed many cases, but many we want what's called a just society, whereby we ensure that everybody, regardless of status in society, gets equal opportunities. Like for example, I did not even want to be a CEC, because I'm a consultant general surgeon. I can be one. I have all the qualification, but what I only want is that I'm contented. Currently I'm an employee of Nakuru County Government, so I'm contented with that. But what I'm saying, for those who wish to be CEC, including you, even you also qualify, you can always let us have some inclusivity. We also to be realistic. We cannot expect to have 42 communities taking 10 slots. It's not practical. But there must be some reasonableness in terms of inclusivity. So that, for example, even the court said that whereby one community takes 70%, which is a lion's share, while the other community share the rest, is not fair. So that's essentially what we are trying to put across, that we must have. That's where the 2010 Constitution is very progressive, which ensures that we have a progressive society, an equitable society, and an inclusive society. These are all within the Constitution 2010, which ensures that we must have an inclusive society. You remember when we have when a society has inclusivity, it means all the members of that society feel part of that society, and because of that, it makes in terms of harmony, become united. They work together as a team. They make this country a great country. This country is very great. Our county number 32 is very great. We want to make this county a great county, so that at the end of the day, we increase the economic status of the residents of this Nakuru, and overall Kenyans will be a better state, so that we can move from because our aim is getting the vision 2030. We want to move from a middle income economy to reach to a middle income economy, where the per capita income is better. The GDP to the loan which we follow the GDP is better. Currently, the ratio of the GDP to the loans around 70%, which is not sustainable. But when we started as a county, and every county does very well, it means that we have what we call a better county. Overall, we will have a better country. And this county is ours, and this country is ours. So because of that, we want to ensure that everything is good. Sometimes when they always say when good people keep quiet, bad things happen. So keeping quiet in itself is not a solution. If the governor intends to appeal, I think it's a good thing. Personally, I'm a person who believes in the rule of law. If, for example, the Court of Appeal is convinced with this conviction, well and good, I will agree with it. Because the bottom line, in fact, that one, it would have even assisted achieve my ambition of ensuring that rule of law and constitutionalism has been achieved. So appealing is good. It's one of the avenues which you can. So I support if she's appealing. It's a good thing, so that we get another second tier of judges deciding this case, because the facts don't change even before appealing and after appealing, because the facts are that one of the community took 70%, another one 1 or 2, and then the rest were left. That's a fact. Even if you go to appeal, those facts will not change. It will remain the same. The Court of Appeal, if the judges also believe that she was right, I would abide by that, because we are law-abiding citizen, and that's what we want to be. Okay, the assumption that the petitioner is pulling the county back, I think is not true. Because number one, at section 42 of the County Government Act says that the previous CECs was been there, they continue working until the new one come. So essentially, which means the county government continues. Number two, if you remember the former Chief Justice of India says, when rule of law ends, tyranny starts. So if we were to say that, let us now agree that, let us not ask anything, then we just say rule of law is not important, now let us move to tyranny. Now that tyranny itself will always bring some problems. So my view is that when somebody is asking for constitutionalism and in a civil way, that in itself is not a bad thing. But because these laws, they were passed by Kenyans. Nobody passed these laws for us. The 2010 Constitution was passed and it was promulgated on the 27th of August 2010, which essentially means all Kenyans agreed with what was there, or the majority of them by then. So in that our workers, our state officers and officials and the citizens, just to follow the law. I'm not asking for too much. I'm not asking for any job. Like me, I said I am employed. I'm comfortable being a consultant general surgeon from this Nakuru County Government. I have no problem with that. So for those, the only thing is we don't want to ask for much. We are just asking for just an inclusive society. That's all. We are not asking for extra. I've not even said anything. There's no precondition that you have to choose this and this and this. No, the governor has a leeway to choose whoever he chooses. But for among those whoever he chooses, whoever she chooses, then she has to choose or nominate people so that in the county we have what's called inclusive society.